Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amber Geiger is trying to appeal her conviction, and she wants the entire murder conviction of Botham Jean thrown out. She is trying to claim this killing was justifiable, So this is why you don't get up and hug a demon. Former Dallas police officer Amber Guyger asked appeals court to throw out murder conviction. And this is for, of course, Botham Jean. An attorney for Amber Guyger, the white former Dallas police officer convicted of killing a Black neighbor, Botham Jean, in his apartment, asked a Texas appeals court Tuesday to acquit her of murder or finding her guilty of a lesser charge. Geiger testified at her 2019 trial that after working long hours on September 6, 2018, she returned to her Dallas apartment complex in uniform but off duty. She approached what she thought was her apartment. She noticed the door was partially open, that the door was weighted. She lied about all of that and saw a man inside she believed to be an intruder and fired her service weapon, killing him. She was actually at the apartment directly above where John, a 26-year-old PricewaterhouseCoopers accountant, lived. I will never believe her story. Who the hell don't know where they live? A junkie can tell you where they live. A drunk person can tell you where they live. But Amber Guyger, she don't know where she lives. Never believed the story, never will. Prosecutors said John had been on the couch in shorts, watching TV and eating vanilla ice cream when Geiger walked in and fatally shot him. In October 2019, a jury found Geiger guilty of murdering John and sentenced her to a flimsy-ass 10 years in prison. It doesn't say that. I threw that in. Geiger's defense claims was insufficient evidence to convict her of murder. The defense has asked the 5th District Court of Appeals in Dallas to either acquit Geiger of the charge or make a finding of criminally negligent homicide, which the punishment carries 6 months to 2 years. So technically, if she gets that ruling, she can walk out of jail. All right. So she got her conviction in 2018 and this is 2021. She would be free. John's mother, Allison, told CNN that she was confident the appeals court would uphold the murder conviction. It goes back to what I was saying. They want to jail us all day and all night. But when their turn is to be in prison, look at how they are dying to get out, scratching and scraping to get out, But hey, you reap what you sow. You want us desperately in jail all the time. But then when your ass got to sit there, it's a problem. I don't feel bad for her. Let her sit there longer. As far as I'm concerned, She got an easy sentence, 10 years for killing someone. You know, that's why I don't get excited over the guilty verdict for Derek Chauvin. Go look at some of the publications that came out. They're talking about giving him 12 and a half years. And you know damn well that is not sufficient for what he did. But we're in their world. And in their world, being unfair is a good thing. Okay, Amber Geiger needs to sit where she is in prison and accept responsibility for what she did to my son, my family, my country, my world, Allison Jean. This is what his mother said in a phone interview Tuesday from St. Lucia with CNN. Geiger's lawyer, Michael Malla, argued before the three-judge appeals court that Geiger's mistaken belief that she was in her own apartment negates evil intent. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And I still don't see, even if she walked in the wrong apartment, they said she had a dog. You didn't see your dog? Okay. You know, dogs are going to react when they hear someone at the door. Okay. Conviction of criminally negligent homicide, he argued, would be more appropriate. No. What would be more appropriate is slapping on maybe a couple of more decades on her ass. So her attorney, you're overlooking the fact that Miss Geiger testified that she intentionally shot John. Chief Justice Robert D. Burns III told the attorney. Burns at one point suggests that Geiger's conviction was in fact supported by the legal precedents raised by the defense. I'm not overlooking the fact, Your Honor. I agree. This is her attorney responding during a Zoom hearing. She did intentionally shoot Mr. John because that was her intent. That was the truth. Those were the facts of the case. If she had walked into her own apartment, there was an intruder inside her apartment, she would have been entitled to use deadly force in self-defense. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen. In the appeal, Geiger's lawyer said her mistaken belief negate the culpability of murder because although she intentionally and knowingly caused John's death, she had the right to act in deadly force in self-defense since her belief that deadly force was immediately necessary was reasonable under the circumstance. No, it wasn't. Not in somebody else's apartment. No. And plus, I remember her because I played it for y'all. Her disgusting 911 call. All she did was sit on that phone call concerned for herself. She had all that time to give first aid, and she didn't even attempt to do first aid. And many of you may remember that. Mm-mm-mm. The state, represented by Dallas County Assistant District Attorney Douglas Gladden, argued that mistaken belief and mistaken effect is not a justifiable defense. This is a murder case, not a criminal trespass case. When Geiger shot both of John, she did not take someone's property. She took a life of a human being, Gladden told the appeals court. She didn't make a mistake about that. She knew Botham was a living human being. She pointed a gun at him. She intended to kill him. That's murder, not negligent. It's not a mistake of fact. It's not justified. A week of testimony at the trial revealed Geiger had had sexual relations with her partner on the force and text him before and after the shooting, including 2 texts sent while she was reporting the shooting to a 911 operator. Yes, she did. Her lawyers have said she tried after working long hours and wasn't paying attention to many clues that prosecutors said should have tipped Geiger off that she was on the wrong floor, in the wrong apartment. John's apartment was on the floor above. Geiger testified that she hated herself, and she remember she was asking for forgiveness. I hate that I have to live with this every single day of my life, she said in tears. I wasn't moved by her tears. So she was sentenced to 10 years. They're saying she's eligible for parole September 2024. I say let her, September 29th, 2024. I say let her ass sit there until then. Why? I mean, the reasons her attorney is given is not good enough for her to be free. I'm sorry, but she had every right. She thought this was her apartment. Those are not good reasons. Not good reasons. She got a flimsy ass 10 years, served that 10 years, and shut the hell up. I mean, nobody wants to hear from Amber Geiger. What she did was messed up. And no, she don't deserve any hugs or Bibles or anything else. Just sit there and serve your time. Y'all are such big wusses when it comes down to prison, but you want everybody else in there. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.